Okay, so basically I'm going to put the measurement up in the clip, in the picture I took right before this. You're going to get you some matching thread, your elastic, your choice of ribbon, your choice of fabric. Now what I like to do is I take the fabric and I fold it in half, and then I use my iron and I press a crease in it, and then I take it to the serger. And when I take it, well, actually my blue ran out in the serger, so I had to swap threads in the process. That's why it's blue on one side and like a cream on the other. So what I do is I serge one side closed, and after I serge this side closed, I'm just gonna basically fold it in half. So this is the pre-prep piece, and then this is what it's gonna look like after you sewed it in half. And then you're gonna take the ribbon, and I should have used my camera stand. Okay, and then you're gonna take your ribbon and you're gonna sew it down. I'm not worried about this because at the end I'm gonna put these two ends together. Towards the end of the project, I'm going to put these together and then I'm going to sew. So that's going to be covered up. You won't be able to tell. But what you're going to do with the ribbon, like you're going to take the ribbon, and this is a 1-inch ribbon, and you're going to lay it over the seam line. See? And then you're just going to go down with a straight stitch. You're going to go down with a straight stitch, and you're going to sew the ribbon down all the way down. So I'm gonna end the video, and then I'll come back with me having it sewn together, and then I'll pick up on what you should do from there. Okay, so we're gonna pause it, and then we're gonna be back. So to be continued. Okay, so I'm back, and I have both my hands free. So I just went to the sewing machine. If you can remember, I was doing the straight stitch. So this is the straight stitch. This is the straight stitch. This is the view from the back. And I just went all the way down, sewing the ribbon to the cuff. Okay? So now that that is done, I'm going to show you what we're going to do now. You're going to take your elastic and grab my bobby pin that already has elastic attached to it. So let's take the last elastic off and put this on. And what I'm going to do, I'm putting the elastic, okay, so now this one hasn't been done, so it's still cuffed, and this is the ribbon that goes with the other one. So I haven't done the second one yet. I'm still on the first one, and this is what you're going to do. So you're going to take your elastic and you're going to just feed it through. You're going to feed it through. And I get a safety pin from my tomato, and I'm going to pin that down. See, I'm going to pin it. I'm pinning it down. I am pinning it down now. There we go. Having a little technical difficulties. Okay, so you're going to pin that down on the inside, and then you're going to take your, and you're going to just feed it through. See, I'm feeding it through. Trying not to poke yourself. I probably should have pointed the needle the other direction. Tomato, tomato. And then you're just going to keep feeding it all the way in. Feed it through. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All right. And now when you get to this end, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to make sure nothing is twisted and it's all going in the right direction. And then you want to pin it together on the wrong side, of course. So you're going to find the wrong side of the gathers, and then you're going to pin it together. So let's even this out. Make sure everything's going in the right direction. You don't want any mishaps. Okay, everything seems to be going in the right direction. So let's see if I can get a close-up for you of what I'm doing. Is it okay? You see where can you see where I safety pinned it? So I'm going to grab that piece of elastic, and then I'm going to pull this out, and I'm going to take it to the serger. Get another pin. I'm going to pin them together right there. Can you see I'm pinning them together? Hold on. Make sure you don't get your fingers. And I'm going to pin it together like this. Okay, now I'm going to take it to the machine. You can see it's kind of coming together now. Can you see how it's kind of coming together? Okay, so what I'm going to do now, after I've pinned these two ends together, see where I pinned them together? On the wrong sides, the right sides are touching, the wrong side is out. And I'm going to take the serger and I'm going to go down. So I'm going to seal off this end and I'm just going to serge it all the way down. And then I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like after I've finished it with the serger.